Howdy folks, and welcome back to Deliver Us the Moon with the mighty Jingles. This was actually supposed to be yesterday's video, but thanks to what I can only describe as a massive rush of shit to the brain halfway through the upload process, I lost everything that I'd worked on. And this is the reason why yesterday's video was a Death Stranding unplugged emergency video. By the time I'd realised my mistake, it was far too late to get this video up in time for yesterday. So even though I appreciate many of you wouldn't have been interested in watching the Death Stranding video, I did at least have something ready to publish. Today, however, it's back to Deliver Us the Moon, where we've finally arrived at the control room at the Tombao reactor facility, although I suspect getting the reactor back online is probably not going to be quite as simple as just flipping a switch. Flashing red lights in the reactor control room, that's never a good thing. Looks like there's a memory here to be... Oh, hang on, something to inspect. Reactor diagram. Great. Oh, scribbled notes on the back from... looks like reactor control technicians. They weren't swallowing the bullshit that MacArthur was feeding them about the reactor having problems, and it looks like they were trying to covertly do something about it, hoping that MacArthur wouldn't kill them for it. Well, I think that explains the body bags that we saw earlier. Right, anyway, there's a ASE recorded memory here for me to witness. Nothing on the table? No? Okay, let's go ahead and watch this.
Reactor capacity at 1%.
We have to get in now!
I'm out of options. I've tried everything I know.
Think! It's about to overload!
Wait, didn't you say MacArthur overloaded safety limiters?
Why are you talking about
Alex, isolate encryption sequence 17B on the grid.
Reactor capacity at 0.5%.
Got it! We're in! Now what?
There's an emergency shutdown!
Reactor deactivating.
It worked! The reactor's stabilizing!
We're not done yet. The reactor hasn't been able to send the energy anywhere, so...
PT overloading. Relief pressure immediately.
The reserves are about to burst. We have to release the energy.
How?
A temporary transmission should send the...
It's quiet. Finally. The reactor. Is it safe?
It is. But the force has moved the MPT dish off its alignment.
How bad is it? Can we realign it?
The controls are up in the tower. But let's see if there's any helium left first.
Right, so it's not going to be quite as simple as just flipping a switch. Let's have a look. Unconventional method to access the reactor controls, and they did manage to shut down the reactor before it destroyed Tombao, but in the process they've knocked the transmitter dish off its alignment, and the reactor no longer has any fuel. So, well, there's two problems. Let's have a look. Oh, I can run a diagnostic. Well, okay, I already know the reactor is not producing power, it's out of fuel. MPT reserves close to overload. So they only just managed to vent enough reserves to stop the whole thing from blowing up. But yes, the dish is offline, and I need to get some additional helium-3 from storage. Oh, I can open the storage doors from here, okay. That's that. You know, at several points throughout this game I was thinking to myself, okay, MacArthur is clearly a psychotic shithead, but surely not all of his security personnel are, and yet I keep wandering across body bags, so clearly they were. But were they? Because I remember that there was an experiment conducted by a professor of psychology called Stanley Milgram at Yale University in the 1960s, where he took a whole bunch of volunteers, sat them down in a room with a button, a microphone and a loudspeaker, and told them that they were going to teach the person in the next room pairs of words. And when the person in the next room got the word wrong, they were to press the button and give them an electric shock. And every time they got it wrong, the voltage would be dialed up in 15-volt increments. And through the loudspeaker they could hear the person in the next room yelling out in pain every time they were shocked, and as the voltage went up and up and up, begging them to stop. Now, there wasn't actually anybody on the end of the electric shocks. What they were hearing were pre-recorded responses, but the volunteers didn't know that. 100% of the volunteers in the experiment went as far as 300 volt shocks, and 60% went as far as fatal 450 volt shocks, all because somebody in a position of authority was standing over their shoulder, telling them that they had to do it. So we appear to have found a briefing on Project Outward, and the room is flooded with water. Why is the room flooded with water? And what's this? Phase 1 of Project Outward evacuation. Why would they be giving a briefing on the ultra-secret we're all getting out of here plan that they're lying to everybody about in order to get them out of there? That doesn't... I don't see... It's not just me, is it? Well, okay, whatever. Is this reactor cooled? All of this water? Because that would be very, very bad considering I'm about to try to fire the reactor up again. Anything up here? There's a paper over there. Nope, nothing. Ah, helium storage, that way. And something else to listen to. So let's listen to it.
What a waste of water. People would kill for this on Earth.
It's coolant. Water used for cooling the reactor. Some of the pipes must have burst.
You think MacArthur left any helium?
He wouldn't be so careless. But we should check, just to be sure. Go ahead, I'll join you in just a moment.
Wait, where are you going?
I'll assess the damage further on, see if the cooling is still operational. I'll be right back.
Check out the rubber duck. One of the programmers just couldn't resist it. Anyway, I think I've spotted how to get through here. The door's shut, but I can send the ASE through the pipe. And there's got to be something in here the ASE can interact with to open the door from the other side. Yep, there it is. It's a good job this thing has X-ray vision. Job done. Right. Onwards and upwards. Accidentally hit the escape key there in case you're wondering what that was that just flashed across your screen. Okay, we'll not in any particular rush. What's this? Diagram of the MPT battery. Great. Nothing on the back. Not really, no. Just don't overcharge the battery. Fair enough. But like I said, I'm not in any particular rush. This place has lain dormant for, what, 6 years now? I can afford to take my time. Just make sure I don't miss anything. I think that's it. So this is the research wing, which leads to helium storage. That room's even more badly flooded than this one. Yep, helium storage up ahead. I'm going to be very surprised if there is actually any helium-3 here. I mean, one of the whole points of this whole operation was to strip the moon of all the helium-3 to power the ARC ships. Then again, not all of the transports made it back to Copernicus with the helium-3. At least one of the lockdown teams never made it back, so maybe there is still some hanging around, although storage locked down. Open the doors. Let's have a look. Everything is either empty or, well, I can see a helium-3 container, but the fact that there are all kinds of red lights, yeah, all checked out for transport, and BAT-1, presumably a C5, which is damaged. And the red lights usually indicate it's empty. So I don't think I'm going to find any helium-3 in this particular storage room. That door's not going to open. Oh, I can scan it. I know there's not going to be any helium-3 in there. Yeah. Small amounts moved away to an unknown location. Slowly but steadily, the Lunar Council amassed a sizable supply. They still needed all of the excess fuel that was kept here at the reactor, though. Looks like another empty container up there. Yeah. Looks like a trolley. Oh wait, is that an elevator? Oh, what's this? Reactor cooling diagram. Okay. Trolley's blocking the elevator then. Can I move it? I don't appear to be able to move it. I guess we're not going in that elevator. Although I don't see where it would take us anyway. I definitely can't move the trolley, so it's getting myself sidetracked. Monorail station. Apparently I'm going to find some helium-3 in the monorail station. Oh, well, yeah, because if any of the extraction teams failed to get out with their helium-3, it would be in the monorail station. Because we saw that the monorail station was wrecked. Don't know how it got wrecked, but if there's going to be any fuel still in Tombale, that's where it will be. Okay, I can move this. I'm not sure why I need to. It's empty. I mean, it's glowing red, but what are those things? Generators? Those ones are red, which kind of indicates that they're offline, but the ones on the opposite end of this flooded chamber definitely have some blue light. Ah, a ladder. A broken ladder. Can't use the ladder? No, can't use the ladder. But there was something up there. Let's just double check there's nothing I can do with these, well, what I'm guessing are generators. I don't actually know. Okay. There's another platform up there, but I could use the helium-3 container to jump up. That would make sense. So let's go to the side where there's the broken ladder first. Oh, sorry, Bob. Didn't see you there. And I can... Yep, I can jump up here. And there's a fusion battery. Okay. Well, I'm going to need that. Because there's a power socket right there. So let's restore backup power. Okay, it's opened the door on the other side of the catwalk. That's good, but it's also electrified the reactor coolant, which is not good. Right. Well, if I cut the power, I can use that helium-3 container as a bridge to get across to the platform on the other side. So let's go and unplug the battery. And just leave it here somewhere. It's fine. Okay, now that the water isn't going to kill me, let's turn this, get it in the middle, turn it around. It's not going to stretch all the way across, but I should be able to jump from one end to the other. I should do. Yeah, well, it's worth a try. I'm going to do a dry run first, you know, without the electrified water. Just to make sure I can actually make the jumps. And that's a yes. Just make sure I can jump the other way. And that's also a yes. Cool. Right. Plug it back in. Because I need the power to have the door open. Not just at the catwalk over there, but also to the control room. And... oh, bugger. Typical. Test it, works perfectly. Try it for real, kill myself. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, 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 easy, easy, easy. Let's give myself enough of a run up. Right, okay. I had to have the battery in the socket, otherwise nothing in the lockers, otherwise that door was shut. Okay, so what are we doing in here? What's this? Take a closer look. Systems locked, please reboot. Okay, reboot all systems. Those are generators. And the reboot looks like it shut them down. Wait, systems not nominal. What does systems not nominal mean? I mean, I know what the phrase means. It means that they're not performing as they should, but what exactly does that mean? How are they not performing as they should? I don't want them performing at all. Okay, so push this back over there so I can use it to climb out. Are those generators spinning up? Oh shit. Okay, so that's what system not nominal means. So is it on a timer? Do I have to reboot and then jump back into the pool as quickly as I can, push the helium-3 container to the end wall, and then use it to climb out? Oh my god, no, there's no way, there's just not enough time. How the hell am I supposed to do this? I can't unplug the battery, because that'll shut the door that I'm trying to get through. Alright, let's just watch. So they're shut down. They're still moving. Looks like they're charging back up. Okay. The pool is electrified. Ah, then it stops. How long does it stop for? 15 seconds or so? Okay. I've got this now. So we wait. Jump. Push. Jump on top. Wait. Yeah, I could afford to push it for a little longer, but better safe than sorry. Pool goes electric. Push. Get back on top. Wait it out. Yeah. You know, I think I've died more times in the execution of this one particular puzzle than I have to every other thing in the game combined. I could probably jump from here, but I don't want to risk it. I don't want to have to do all of this again. This will be fine. Right, let's get out of here. And hopefully make it to the monorail terminal. Because it was wrecked. I mean, in fact, it still is wrecked. And if they were trying to get out with the last bits of helium-3, this is the only other place it could be. And I'm going to do something that everybody keeps telling me I should be doing, but which I hadn't really done until now. Instead of wandering around myself and potentially getting into trouble, I'm going to use the ASE to scout things out for me. So, one wrecked monorail car, and it kind of looks like it's being held in place by a couple of steel cables that just kind of has it trapped on the edge there. There's a memory to be witnessed here. Can't actually do it from here, I need to be present. Oh! Helium-3. There. A fully charged container of helium-3. And yeah, there are a couple of cables up there that I can laser through to release the monorail. So, I mean, obviously, for some reason I'm going to have to do that. Drop the monorail down into that pit. What's that, a model fusion battery? And yes, there's a weakened wall down there, so I'm going to have to drop the monorail down into that pit to batter through that wall. Can I get through? No. So I don't know what's down there, but clearly that's the way I'm going to have to go. And in order to do that, those two cables are going to have to be cut. And to do that, I'm going to have to get onto that gantry. Okay, so I know what it is that I need to do. Let's get down there and do it. This looks like a sort of point of no return. I don't see any easy way of getting back up the way I came, so... Well, whatever else happens, one way or another, we're going to end up down in that pit. Nothing obvious in the monorail, but there's a memory here that we need to witness. It's Sarah and Isaac again. They found some helium-3.
Isaac? Hey! They took it all. Storage is empty and... What's going on?
Stay there, stay there. I just need to,
Is that helium?
No, it's...
It is.
It's... Sarah, it's for Kathy, okay? She's waiting, she's on the Ark. And I just need to get this to her.
Isaac, what are you talking about?
Three, we made 3 Arks for Outward.
Yeah, they're gone.
No, in the end there was only enough fuel for 2 Arks, so MacArthur moved the sick, the cryo patients to the last one.
Yeah, that sounds like the kind of sick shit that MacArthur would pull.
Stuck here on the moon.
Wait.
But with this, I can.
Isaac, I'm sorry, but Earth is our first.
Is anybody
priority.
else concerned by the fact that
Beyond saving,
Isaac has a very
Sarah.
sharp object in his hand?
Without the MPT, our only hope, Kathy's only hope is outward.
Listen to me. We cannot give up on Earth. It's our home. Kathy's home. And think about Claire.
She's made her decision, and I can't go back to Earth. But with Kathy and outward, there's a chance to start over, a new dawn. We do what we must to keep them safe, even if they don't understand.
But we can be wrong, Isaac. You said it yourself. MacArthur's wrong.
Sarah!
Outward is wrong.
Sarah!
Everything about this is...
Oh, Isaac, you arsehole.
What's...
You must understand. I have to go.
Alex? Alex! Access that terminal. Send it off. Isaac!
No!
So this explains how the helium-3 ended up locked in there with the access panel smashed.
Sarah! Sarah, don't do this!
Can't let you take it.
No! No! Oh, Sarah. Oh, what have I done?
You've murdered her, Isaac. That's what you've done.
Okay, stay with me. Stay with me.
Sorry, Isaac.
Okay, come here.
So sorry about that.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't worry.
It's the only way I could help. Even if you'd hate me for it.
Okay, easy now, Sarah. Listen to my voice. Don't close your eyes.
Hey, buddy.
Sarah? Hey, Sarah. No.
Almost there.
No. Sarah? Sarah? It's okay. It's okay. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
I sincerely hope Isaac Johansson survived this, and I hope he's still alive somewhere on the moon. So when I find him,
Alex.
I can kill him.
No one needs to see this.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that, Isaac. Well, there's Sarah's helium-3. And it's still there years later, which means Isaac never managed to figure out a way of getting it out of that locked room. Which is something I'm going to have to do. So hopefully I'm smarter than Isaac Johansson. Either way, we're going to find out in the next and final episode of Deliver Us the Moon. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and as always, take care, and I'll catch you next time.